Congratulations, Joel.
Thank you.
Ghana is proud of you. Personally, I'm proud of you, and you've achieved something that is remarkably, very remarkable, and we appreciate what you've done for Ghana. 14 years, and you being adjudged student of the year for the state of Ohio, middle school level. Amazing.
Thank
Tell
you.
me, tell me about it. This award comes at a time where the world is facing a lot of pandemic. You've not been in school for some time, and you were doing online schooling and all that. How were you able to pull this one through?
Well, during my 8th grade year, we had online school as well as hybrid, which is where we would be online some days and then we'd go in some days.
Okay.
And we lost so many opportunities. And in student council, we didn't get to do a lot of the things that we did. Like we had a breakfast for veterans where we get to bring them and feed them, and then like talk to them and tell them like that we appreciate their work and like their duties and what they did for like their nation. And this year, well, last year we didn't get to do that because of COVID. So I had the idea that we should make a video, and that was a large part in like my role in winning this because like we got to impact many people's lives and help the community. And in student council, we didn't really have the opportunity to do as much as we usually do. So it's up to somebody to like be there to like let people know that like we're in a pandemic, but we can still like do stuff. We can still be who we are and like do stuff for the community.
So, besides you getting yourself involved in community activities, I remember what they were saying about you when you were called for the awards. They didn't mention of academia. They talked about sporting activities. They talked about your leadership skill. Tell me, how do you combine all this? Because normally you see some children, they are good at athletics, but when it comes to leadership, no. When it comes to community service, no. So with you, a combination of all that, how at the age of 14, how are you able to do all these things?
It's really all by the grace of God. Like you just have to balance your time, and like be able to like motivate yourself because you can't motivate others until you're motivated by yourself. And my parents helped me a lot. They really motivated me and like pushed me to be better.
Academia, tell me your grades, because someone is supposed to nominate you before you will be considered, because there are other nominations from other counties, other districts and all that, because the state is huge. So academia, how were you nominated?
Oh, so my principal, Mr. Curie, I guess he saw something in me that he didn't see in other students. So he told me that he was gonna nominate me for Student of the Year. And at the time, I really didn't think much of it because like that's something far fetched, like something that like you were nominated, but like it's something that somebody else will win.
Okay.
So I guess he saw that like I was involved in things and I have good grades. I try and keep straight A's. So he saw and he determined that I was eligible, so he nominated me.
And how did you receive the news?
Oh, so
Tell me, just describe it to me. How did you receive it?
well, I was in the shower, and my dad came running in, and he told me that he was on the phone with my mom, and he was saying that my mom got a call from my old principal, principal at McCord Middle School, and she was saying I won student of the, and like he was saying you won student of the something the, and like I wasn't sure.
You're not too sure of what it is.
Yeah, and then he said student of the year. And like I didn't even like realize at first that it was the same thing because like that had been out of my mind. Like
when your principal told you that they were going to nominate you, you've totally forgotten about it.
Yeah, well it was like a month or like a month and a half after until we heard the news, and then I was very ecstatic and my dad was happy as well. So we were celebrating and thanking God.
Wow, you never expected it.
No.
Wow. Sporting activities. What do you do in school?
Well, besides student council, I play football.
Play football as well?
Yeah.
And then I visited you at home. I saw some music studios. You're trying to put some music together with a keyboard and putting some microphones together and all that. You have another ambition for music?
Yeah, I'm still, I'm always trying to learn. I'm trying to learn new instruments. I'm still learning keyboard, but like, I'm trying to perfect my craft. It's not exactly something I may do as a career, but it's something I'll keep forever.
So what will you pursue as a career?
Oh, I want to be an engineer.
Engineer?
Yeah.
What kind of engineer?
Well,
it comes in different parts. So.
Yeah, there's like biomedical, that's where like you build parts for like doctors and things as such. But I'm also interested in aeronautics or aerospace engineering because they make more money, and like aerospace, that's pretty cool. Like the science of how things move through the air and fly and stuff.
Wow! So we are looking at a future aerospace engineer.
Yes.
Absolutely. Joel Nkrumah. I had a conversation with somebody who is close to you, and I heard you have this a group of friends, and you did indicate that they have been instrumental as well. You get into. Tell me about this group.
So, since second grade, when I first moved to my new school, I guess like I kind of just bonded with a specific group of people, and they were the smart kids basically, and they were like in certain circumstances, like when I first got there, I was in a normal math class, so all of my friends were in this math class called EPP, and in EPP, you do math a grade level ahead.
So EPP is more like for the smartest ones.
Yeah.
Or the smart ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like I always aspired to be an EPP, but like I never really knew how. So I was constantly asking the teacher, the EPP teacher, if I could like join and stuff. And like I would always be like, how can I join your class? And eventually he emailed my mom, because my mom wanted me to be an EPP as well. And we organized a time, and I took a test, and the test told me that I was eligible for EPP, and I got moved up. And we were constantly just trying to get better. Like I don't know, we all just like math and sciences. So like we're trying to get in more ahead math, more ahead science, so that we can like learn ahead, learn further.
So as a student, before you join the EP, you need to take a test.
Yeah.
And you blew it.
Yeah.
You made a cut.
Yeah.
And you joined EPP. Wow. What have been some of the challenges for you? 14 years in school, growing up. What have been some of the challenges for you?
Well, I guess the challenges I have is like the same as any other student, especially the pandemic that we're still in currently. And like, like just going through school, basically.
With all the things you've seen, from your school right up to middle school, now you are in a different school, winning this award. What is that one thing that if you're given the opportunity to change, you would love to change? That one specific thing that you wish that, listen, in this society, community, whatsoever, this thing, I am going to embark on it, and I'm going to make sure that it's changed to impact positively in the lives of people.
Well, like so you're saying what is one thing that
you would love to see, you would like to change, you would like to lead, because they talked about your leadership skill and all that. So if you say, okay, Joel would like to see that, listen, in the future, this thing has to change.
Oh, well, I guess like the amount of love in the world, because I think recently we've been seeing a lot of hate in the world, and like it's just not good. Like everything's better when you love each other, because in order for us to get anywhere, we have to love each other. I heard a quote from actually never mind. But like there's a lot of hate in the world, and it's like not healthy. It's not productive for anybody. If we all love together, we all work together, we can get further.
Wow. So you want to see people love more. What do you want to say to your parents so that we wrap up?
Oh, to my parents or about my parents?
Your parents. How they've been instrumental in your journey so far, and even you winning this award. What do you want to say to them?
Well, my parents as well as my sisters have been my biggest motivators.
How many sisters do you have?
I have 3 sisters, Mommy, Judith, and Julia.
Mommy,
Judith, and
Julia, and then yourself.
Yeah.
You are the last one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice.
The only boy.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they've all really motivated me to like go farther, because they've all learned from each other, and I'm the last one, so I'm like the cumulative like of all of what they've learned. Right? They've taught me to like also push myself, because I'm getting motivated by all these people, but like one of your greatest motivators is yourself. So you get like double the motivation, you get double the distance, you go farther.
Joe, why are there? What's your when you what's your awful in yam? What's a sorry in yam? What's Ghana mine in yam? Ghana das it. Na yebesho kutu koso ana koso. And then also catch Ghana for na yam fan comedian is here. But your country, mammy.
Yeah, the name yes.
Yeah, the young couple answer and a debut. And then also catch Ghana for. Me too. That was your poetry, them say happen. Mother of Joel, and I'd like her to tell me something, how Joel was able to achieve this feat, because Joel says the parents have been instrumental. So I have Ma Esther, as she's popularly known. So Mrs. Esther Nkrumah is here. Madam, good morning.
Good morning.
How were you able to encourage Joel to be able to, achieve this feat? Because the whole of Ohio, it's mind-boggling and way beyond. How did it happen?
First of all, I'd like to say it's by the grace of God.
Okay.
It's a favor of God that came upon the family and upon Joel to achieve this award. It's not by strength or anything, but one thing I know that with the help of God and prayers and words of encouraging, that is what brought up Joel to where he is now.
Wow.
He's a good boy. He listens to what we say. He's very obedient. And I know through that God is doing what he's doing through him. So all glory to God. It's not by our mind, but it's by God.
All right, so let me say congratulations once again. Ghana is proud of what Joel has done, proud of you, the parents, and we know this is an inspiration to a lot of parents back home in Ghana. So we'll continue our conversation with Joel. We'll let the mommy go, and then we'll talk to the dad as well. So stay dad here, and Papa, yama utrinkwa. Na sana adiana kwa no. A nkranhyesem nigyesem okacha me say ebra ya fra wo de asem no ma wo no na wo dware na odrimika de beka chance yes we win bibi papa na etesen
na ye say the all kan nkranhyesem ya na nyina ye de asidama nyame na say the Joel so obo na homode no I said Father, no, my role is to make sure that I encourage him. So I commend him when he's recognized for something at school, especially today, what we were saying about him. It's not just for academic excellence, but his leadership role, his concern for others is encouraging. And I think all these qualities came from as parents, the way we live our lives at home, at church. We encourage him to be active at church and at school. So I think I'm trying to encourage him, things that I couldn't get for myself. I came here late. America, they say the sky is the limit. So I'm trying, I've realized that he's good and he loves to learn, and I'm trying to do everything to push him in that direction. So I encourage him and I thank him for making me proud today. It's not a joke.
Absolutely, a proud father you see over there. Mr. Nkrumah, thank you so much for your time. Joel, congratulations, and congratulations to the whole family.
Thank you.
I have with me the executive, the vice president of the executive board of the Ohio Middle School Level Association, Mr. Gonda, and he's going to tell me. I just wanted to know something. when it comes to Student of the Year, I saw 2 students have been recognized for the year 2021, 2022.
Yeah.
I want to find out how many nominees, how many people were nominated, and what was the process before these students were adjudged the final 2.
Yeah, so every year we ask our member districts to nominate worthy students. Typically it's right around a dozen or so students who get nominated because they do need to be active in their school and their community. And so we are very fortunate that we always have many qualified students every single year, but they need to make sure that they are exemplified in what they're doing with other students and in their community, whether that be service learning or their aptitude in the classroom, but they are an example for all the other students in the state of Ohio. So the process goes that we get the nominations, it goes through a committee process, and then a winner is selected. In this case, 2 winners were selected this school year.
Wow. So membership, how many schools make up the association?
Yeah. So we have 90 member schools in the Ohio Middle Level Association. We also have individual members throughout the state. We're broken into 8 different regions, and we are very fortunate to be represented by educators and administrators and pre-service teachers throughout the state of Ohio.
Wow. Okay, so association recognizes Joel Nkoma. He used to be in McCord Middle School and Student of the Year 2021-2022. So 14 achieving such great you know, he wants to be in the skies and doing those aerospace and all that. My name is Ntiamo Williams. Thank you so much for joining me, and if you enjoyed this conversation, let me tell you that we're bringing you more inspirational stories. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, and yo, your mom. I don't know.
That's it.
Peace out.